Sanibonani dumelang abusheni hello. Gama kuthokozani ngisedihanya. Ngiyakhuleka kini nonke nina abalaleli abahleli ekhaya kubo bonke abantu abazobukela leli video. Ngigama Mkhulu Makhenikha, umakhenikha womsamo. Ngihlele no Mkhulu Sseida igedla lama-screw.
Hey, hosana, ngiyanibingelela nina nonke sidalwa zakamveli inqangi emansanthanda. Bese ngeke siyenze lento esiyenzayo singabathandi.
That's very
Sithathe
true.
isikhathi sethu. Siyanibonga ukuthi niyasithatha nani isikhathi senu and you eat the spiritual food. You eat the spiritual food we are giving out in a timely manner. So siyanamukela nathi man. Those of you, by the way, that need to contact us for further questions, for further assistance, for immunity or whatever, you can reach us on the number that you see in the description box. Ngiyanibingelele. Mkhulu Sseida lo, gedla lamashwishwi kuhlwayo nyanga yamakhosi.
Makhosi. Namhlanje mkhulu bengifuna ukuthi sikhulume ngegobongo ukuthi what is this term gobongo? Everyone ukhuluma ngegobongo, ithwasani, igobela. What is igobongo?
Igobongo nkosi yami ukudla kwamadlozi. Igobongo is imithi thizeni ehlanganiswayo ukuze kudle idlozi thizeni ukuthi liphakame. It's called ukudla ngoba greater most of the time igobongo uzolidla. Liyaphehlwa ulidle and mawulidla it will feed and strengthen liphakamise lelo dlozi lelo olidlela lona. Ubhudlu.
Okay. Sithuthu.
Yeah.
Okay. So then why? I know you said ukuphakamisa idlozi, but if unedlozi kungani lingakwazi ukuphakama without lento?
That's a very good question. Idlozi malifika angeke udlele igobongo idlozi elidade wonke umndeni. Igobongo uzodlela specifically mawuhlelwe umuntu emzimbeni wakho odinga ukuthi asebenze ngaphakathi kwakho, whether for inhlanhla or whether for any other reason. So generally idlozi lizofika namandla walo kuwe. Malifika ngamandla walo kuwe lihleli kuwe ukuthi lawo mandla aphakame asebenze, you need to intake a specific type of medicine ukuthi that spirit becomes manifest with its ability. So hayi ukuthi lilambile idlozi. Ibhudlu ukudla wokuthi wena ukhone ukuxhumana nedlozi lakho at an intimate level so that you can tap in whether it's the luck or whether it's the abilities that brought to you.
Okay. So is it only a person, because khulumeng uthe idlozi, ne? So is it only a person that has idlozi elokulapha that partakes of igobongo, or are there amagobongo outside of that function? Ngolwazi lwakho mkhulu.
Bakwethu, it must be known ukuthi amagobongo maningi. Amanye angiwazi mina, I must be honest, amanye angiwazi. Amanye amagobongo that serve more than one spirit. Kube igobongo elinokudla kwendiki, elinokudla komdawo, elinokudla kwenguni, hlanganisiwe from things that I've experienced and I've seen. Those would be amagobongo wabantu abanezipho. Khona amagobongo that are used by the general public, by the normal patient. Amagobongo wenhlanhla. Khona igobongo esiphehlela lona kuyigobongo lenhlanhla. Kube khona igobongo elaziwayo abamelaphi abaningi ukuthi libizwa ngokuthi igobongo lokuqoqa amadlozi. Angeke ngidalule okuningi ngalo kodwa those would be specifically the two that are used by the general public. So yes, akhona amagobongo asebenziswa abanye abantu outside of abelaphi mara kakhulu usually abantu abazodla amagobongo abantu abanezipho.
What are within the domain of abantu abanezipho, as you said, what are the different types of igobongo? Kunani?
Ukudla kwamadlozi madoda. Kunegobongo lomdawo, kunegobongo lomdiki. Kube negobongo elidliwa izangoma, igobongo lamangoma. Alikho igobongo lenzuza.
Lesithunywa?
Negobongo lesithunywa. Igobongo lesithunywa. There's a lot. There's usually, not
So
usually.
you said umdiki umdawo isithunywa nobani futhi?
Umndiki, umdawu, isithunywa, umnguni.
Okay, that's the 4.
The spirits that I'm aware or I haven't been educated regarding Igobongo labo is Inzuza nomlozi. From what I do know, laba banamagobongo. I stand to be corrected because I must express the limitedness of my knowledge. Those 2 spirits I'm not sure.
Okay. On my side, just some research that I've done on this topic, Yamakobongo. I have it on good authority that this term Igobongo is actually something that bachelors Mandulo used to use or partake of to help them find umshado. Maybe you're running in age and I'll tell umshado. So you use this thing and it works like uvela bahlege. Okay, they won't know what vela bahlege is, but it's
Let's tip them.
vela bahlege umuthi, like the name says vela bahlege, it makes abantu ukuthi bajabule around you, uthandeke ebantwini. Did I get that right, Mkhulu?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did,
so
you did.
Igobongo, that term is actually that the Nguni term is talking about that, something that Abafana used to attract a marriage mate. What we're talking about is actually Ibhudlu, but today, in today's times, we just use that term Igobongo for Ibhudlu, and everyone just accepts it. Similar to the term Gobela. Gobela is not really a Nguni term, really. It's just that people observed ukuthi le nyanga ethwasisayo iyagobelwa, and then ama-radio they say no ugobela. It's just one of those things in today's age where we sort of invent. What I like about the Nguni language, and now we're going on a tangent, but I'll end it quickly. What I like about the Nguni languages is that it's very not deliberate, but the word is what it says. Similar to the slur that I mentioned now, uvela bahleke. Uzovela bahleke. Inyanga, you see it. How long does this thing take to show again? After a month? No, we'll just call a month inyanga because that's how long it takes for us to see another moon. Why do we call abelaphi inyanga? Sikubiza inyanga because inyanga ikhanya lagumnyama khona. I love Nguni languages, man. It's the that's words.
I must just say that's powerful. God damn it, I wasn't ready.
I love Nguni languages. They just very like it is what it says. Toluguti Inyanga is dominated by water spirits, and then they like this Dlozi name of Utabula Manzi. Why? Ngoba when you swim Utabula Manzi.
All right.
Allow me to go
very
in.
Basic. No, put them on. This is spiritual food.
Yeah. Okay, but now we've got off. We're talking about Igobongo. So then, or what we call it Igobongo. It's two. Ibhudlu. Yeah. So one person is of, like, you've given your explanation, which is very standard. What you've said is very standard. Many other nyangas out there will say what you've said. In fact, it's almost common practice. You will be doing Igobongo almost the whole time, right? Because fine, sharp. But I've come across some controversial research to say, but why is it that idlozi wants you udle imithi so that you can accept the gift that it's coming with? And then some, I don't know, you do your own research, people, but someone came with an interesting theory to say, Tina, nowadays sidla amagobongo for easy posetu, because actually none of us, or very little of us, are living in the lands of our forefathers. We've all moved because of many reasons: Land Act, Witchcraft Acts, whatever the reason may be. But 90% of us, that's just a stat that I made up now, don't now check me, but the majority of us, we are not living in the lands of our forefathers. And so it's as if they can't find us, we're not there. And so we have to use imithi ukuphoqa ngenkani ukuthi basithole.
Yeah. That's what we do. You're right. You must understand, Mkhulu ishaya khona. I'm new to the information he's giving. But it makes absolute sense to me. Because ngiyazi mina ngwasemnambithi.
Okay.
Ngifikele ubani emnambithi ukuthi ngenze yonke into ekumele ngiyenze. So it makes sense what you say.
Where is this kid?
And I'm sure now waku.
No, on my side, from I'll just be real, from Mkhulu, I've found out Uguti. So I've got family from 3 states, obviously by extension Lesotho. I've got family from Shopville, but that's just because of movements, land area act, whatever. I've also got family from Swaziland. I've said this before on the channel that I paternally, my ancestors are from Swaziland, from the Dlamini house. So I mean, where's Swaziland? I'm so far away from the.
So for your
Yabo. Philo mfana chances are, but then in as much as we've said ukuthi Igobongo siphoqisimo ngenkani ukuthi amadlozi ethu akwazi ukusithola, akwazi ukuphakama, there are cases where abanye abantu they are perfectly fine. Umuntu I won't say uya ephehlweni, but uyathwasa uthathiswa amakhosi akhe and they're fully functional, but akadlanga igobongo. I know that I've seen that does happen. So and I just also from the research that I checked, it's almost as if lente gobongo, it's a form of ubthakathi. And I know on the channel we define ubthakathi as mawugadla umuntu. No, according to me, my definition of that word umthakathi actually means umthakathi, umuntu othaga imithi, a person that knows how to mix herbs. But then because of the fear people have when they see something they don't understand, they want to give it negative connotations and just give it a stigmata of fear and evil because you don't understand. So but back to my point, Igobongo is a form of ubthakathi because you are interfering with the process or the order or the way in which amadlozi akho azophakama ngakhona. It's as if you are deliberately saying, okay, so qala ngesithunywa. Hey, if you think I'm wrong, please correct me. But from what I get it, from the way I see, upagamisa is tunya, upagamisa whatever. So if you can use amakobongo, you can even intentionally target idlos that you want to upagama, and then the others you leave them neglected. But it's also dangerous because now they can chow you because they're like, how? What about us?
Yeah, gunjalo. I think one thing we need to mention, Ketla, on this video is the danger.
That's sure, that's so true.
Because like you said, Gobong Tagati. Iphoqisimo ngenkani. Idonsa iphakamisa idlozi ngenkani. If lisalele. If lingaphakamanga enough, ilipha amandla ukuthi liphakame ngenkani. Should you not have umdawu, udla igobongo lomdawu, utashikuba. Khona bangene ephehlweni, and look, we're not homophobic at all. Mara khona bangene ephehlweni, umuntu ungena right, sekaphuma thanda amadoda, sekaphuma thanda abafazi. Generally, these type of things happen when there is an interference in the gobongo process, or when a person eats the incorrect gobongo. It's very igobongo elirong lingakuhlanyisa. I had a patient. Ubaba beka right, he was successful, things were going well for him. And that man wadla igobongo elirong lamkhubaza ingqondo and he became slow. He couldn't even continue his career.
Because of igobongo.
Gobongo is very dangerous, Kev. Ingakho kumele ubhule or abantu bakini, like mostly in cases I know, abantu bakini bafike bazokutshela ukuthi silambile. Uzibuze ukuthi why ngiphupha thiwa ngilambile. Uhambe uyohlola kumuntu ocorrect ozokutshela ukuthi what they trying to tell you is kumele ubanike ukudla. Sebafuna ibhudlu manje. Mara mozoya kumuntu athi hayi wena chance gore uje gobongo lamdawu or uje gobongo lamdiki. Tashikuba lizokubulala igobongo, lizoqeda impilo yakho nyanga ngoba imithi. Ungacabanga ukuthi i-cheeseburger or i-pizza njengoba sibiza ukudla, imithi ejulile.
Sure. It's powerful chemi. True stuff. I think on my side I've shared what I wanted to share on what is Igobongo. People, please go do your own research. Igobongo. likude kuwe awuphuphanga gobongo kodwa ngiyagijima ufuna ukudla igobongo uzoyibona uzoyithola into oyifunayo. And also for those that are self-initiating, please guys, please do your research before udla igobongo, because you don't just chow that thing. There's certain guidelines that you need to observe.
Processes.
Yes.
You don't just uphuze leyo mithi. Ungayiphuzi inkosi yami. Ungaphuzi ibhakede. Hey, you must be taught ukuthi kudlwa ini laphaya. Akudliwa lamanzi lawa laphaya. Kodwa Kethla's right. And as well, be aware ukuthi there's going to be a different viewpoints on Ibhudlu, but be aware ukuthi uyakhona ukulidla ibhudlu sekhaya. Because ukudla kwedlozi. It doesn't get dished out by ugobela or inyanga yakho. If abantu bakini bathe bafuna ibhudlu, and amanye amadlozi Khehla are that open, are that straightforward ukuthi ayakutshela ukuthi ngifuna ibhudlu, ngifuna ukudla manje, then ungaya uthole irecipe noma uhambe khona la ey'tolo zomuthi la imithi seyithakwe khona. It's dangerous because angeke kwazi ukuthi kunani laphaya.
Yeah,
But
true.
I wouldn't suggest it, but I'm saying anyone who's in the self-initiation process,
Sure.
angaya afike ayicele igobongo athi mina khuphuka abantu bathi singabandiki sifuna igobongo, bakunika igobongo lamandiki ulidle abantu bakini bavele bajabulile. It happens. It happens. It's not necessarily ukuthi udla ibhudlu njalo mosephehlweni.
Okay.
That's a misconception.
Okay.
Yeah, it happens. So those of you that suspect kumele nidle amagobongo or amabhudlu, reach out to Abelab. You can reach out to us. You can reach out to somebody that's trusted and chosen by your ancestors, because igobongo is very important. Igobongo as well, mangadliwa lizokuhlupha idlozi.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
Maselifuna ibhudlu idlozi lizokuhlupha. Sizophakama ngenkani mara angeke siphakame ngamandla waso, sizophakama ukuthi kushaye ukuthi ngithe ngilambile. Uthola ke tholela idlozi lakhe cheeseburger ijabule.
TC Vale. No, catch us on another episode on KMTV. Thank you so much.
Of course.